What is up there, everybody? Citrus Aviation here for yet another video, and you might see what says here, an extra large storage box. You might wonder, what is this and what is this unboxing video? So this is going to be an unboxing video of the majority of the remaining models in my personal collection. This is not everything. This is the majority of the other models I took from my apartment that I was renting in Des Moines. Finally got them back here to Ohio, and now I'm going to unbox them and sell them off to you. Because basically every single one of these models has been featured in a video at some point in the past, we're going to fairly quickly brush over all of them because there's a lot to go through. It's about 150 models in here. So technically this will be the largest unboxing on YouTube, but I don't really count it because these are not brand new models. These are models that have been in the collection for quite a while. They've been in storage for about a year and they have not seen the live day in a year. Today's going to be the day, and this is almost the rest of my collection. It's about 20 to 50 models that aren't here now, and they're still at my parents' place. Most of them include like my US Airways collection, which is about 20 aircraft, and then some other older models and other random aircraft, including some wide bodies. But today we're going to unbox the other half of my collection. For those of you who are watching my videos from about 2020 to 2021, you might have seen those models in those videos. A few of them sold up in 2022 as well. But let's unbox this. This is a massive box, by the way. This is how big it is. It's so huge it doesn't fit in the entire frame. Quite heavy. Even though I've been working out and building up some strong muscles, this was still about a 45, 50 pound box to get open. So we've got a lot to look at here. So let's raise up the camera here and let's open this box. Take a look at the models in my collection that haven't been shown up in videos in quite some time. This would also include, if I'm correct, the rest of the models in my modern Delta Airlines collection and fleet. I've got, am I close to about that 60 or so modern Delta Airlines models? I've got quite a few. I don't remember how many, but it's a lot. So we're going to take a look at these and to show you these models. I already see one here. This is a Korean Air 777 by JC Wings. Really cool model. We'll take a look at that in a second. It's the flaps down one. The Gemini ones should be in here. I have both the JC and Gemini Jets versions. They're both the new mold. The JC Wings has the special 50 Years of Excellence sticker, and the Gemini Jets is the standard livery. They are both flaps down variants. Alright. Oh, look at this pile. Oh, I remember some of these. I haven't seen these in so long. I'll show it to you. When I say I've got this box stacked, it's stacked all the way up to the top with model airplanes. New display cases. Look at that, new display cases. So I've got enough to store comfortably in the space about 200 aircraft, 200, 250, maybe 300. I'll find out once I unbox all these and put all of them in here. Expect a collection video come as well. And other fun stuff. I'm gonna take these out one by one. We'll do them in piles. But I'll just quickly discuss each model because there's quite a few to go over. Model 1, Virgin Atlantic Airbus 321neo. So say Virgin America A321neo. Obviously these don't operate anymore because they're now Alaska, and Alaska's about to retire them. But a cool model. Very happy to have that one. This was the first A321neo operated in North America. And I believe these were the launch customer for the A321neo. Someone could tell me if I'm correct on that or not, but they were very close, if not the first ones to operate it. Iceland Air, Boeing 757-200. This one is in the Heckler Aurora livery, which is the special Iceland livery. Really cool. I love this model. I've not picked up the NG version because the Gemini version is so good. I don't need the NG one of this. This was a model I got for really cheap. The Pan Am Airbus A300. Really cool model. Very happy to have that one. Another one. This one's a little bit more special. We got a Dragon Wings American Airlines MD-82. I would love to have kept the JetX, but I had to sell it. Maybe at some point I'll end up buying another JetX American MD-80, but I do have the Dragon Wings one as well. At some point I'll get the JetX too. We're gonna start off some Northwest models here, the Northwest collection. The Boeing 757-200, Bowling Sioux livery. I really like this model. I love Northwest. I flew on them back in 2004 through Memphis, and so I saw a lot of these aircraft back in the day, and so I kind of like Northwest. So you'll see a few other Northwest models. Speaking of which, here's the 320. This is the NWA livery. Really cool model. Glad to have this in the collection. Here we have an American Eagle, ERJ175. It's one of the 3 that I have. This is the third one. Yeah, I have the other 2 here. One is on the airport right now. One's on the Atlanta airport setup right now. Another one has a horizontal stabilizer came up that needed glue back in place, and this is the third one. You can never have enough regional jets, so usually I buy duplicates of those. This is a Phoenix Models KLM MD-11. I do like KLM MD-11, so I did pick this one up. This is my second MD-11 for KLM. Really nice model. I like this one a lot. Ooh, gotta be careful with this one, because this one doesn't have a thing for it. Doesn't have a cover for a box. This is all on my collection for the first few models. I threw away the top thing thinking it wasn't any good. But yeah, Delta 319, this is the 2014 release. Quite a nice model. Glad to have that one in the collection. And of course the new release coming out, which I'll probably end up buying a couple of those as well. Model number 10, United Express CRJ 200. This one is, I believe, a SkyWest operated one. Pretty cool to see this. The Wisconsin ones are of course retired, but the SkyWest ones live on. I believe this is a SkyWest aircraft. So cool to have that. Can use these quite a bit. Alright, we're going to start going down the rabbit hole Southwest. So I have quite a few Southwest models. This first one, this is the Gemini Jets Southwest 737-700, the 2015 release. Standard livery. I know this model is quite difficult to get now and very expensive. You're going to pay at least 150 bucks for it because no one has made a re-release of this. I guess Panda did recently. 2020 they made a model of this, but I have that and it's very difficult to find. The Gemini one is even more difficult to find, and there was also an Aero Classics one made in 2015 as well. These are quite valuable, and I like this model. I haven't used it in a while, but here it is. 12th one is a Lone Star 1 700 Gemini model. Great model, glad to have it. And then we have a Southwest Boeing 737-700. This one is in the Desert Gold Retro. Of course, now a retired aircraft, but really cool to have this model in the collection. We'll do a couple Frontiers. Here we have the Airbus 321 Steve the Eagle livery. One of my favorite Frontier liveries on the 321, and the Gemini version of this model is actually pretty good. This is from that famous March 2021 release. Here we have Champ the Bronco, another Frontier A320. This is 20 Neo. There'll be a few more Frontier 320 Neos. I do have a decent number of Frontier models, and they're all in this box here. Another Southwest model, Tennessee 1, the 700 version. I have not picked up most of the 800s, which I need to do because a bunch of these are getting replaced, and they're all going to eventually be on 800s, and NG has made most of them. But I've not picked up any of the state ones that NG has made in the 800s. But I do have most of the 700s that Gemini has made, so this is the Tennessee 1 here. Icelandair Boeing 737 MAX 8 old livery by Gemini Jets. Good model, the mold's actually pretty solid, and I can use this for volley done. I do have some American Airlines heavy aircraft. In fact, I think all of them are in this box. Here we have the Boeing 787-8. This is the 2020 release. American Airlines 787. I do want to get the new Gemini release and the NG version. And yeah, just happy to have an American 787. Model number 9 is an Alaska Airlines model. This is the 737-900 without winglets. Really cool model here. Glad to have this in the collection. There'll be a couple more Alaska models. It's not the last one. I actually have a surprisingly large number of these. Model number 20 is an Alaska Airlines Boeing 737-700. One of these landing gears came off, so I have to re-glue it. But yes, 737-700, Alaska Airlines, old colors. That's model number 20 right there. Number 20 is another Alaska Airlines model. Old livery, 737-900. As you can see right there, that's the model. Really cool airplane, and another one of the early ones I got in my collection back in 2014. Alaska Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 9. We're on a bit of Alaska Airlines theme, aren't we? But yeah, Alaska MAX 9, great model, standard livery, and it's good to have this back in the collection. I like this model quite a bit. Model 23 is a Virgin Atlantic Boeing 787-9. This is the 2015 release, the second of 4 of these that Gemini has made. They've made a lot of these. United Boeing 737-900 Eco Skies livery. This was a 2016 release by Gemini Jets. Model hasn't shown up in a video in quite a long time, but here it is. Delta Airbus 321 standard livery. This was the first release that Gemini made back in 2016. Yes, 2016. American Airlines Airbus 320. Another great model there. This one though is the one that has the famous discoloration, as you can see, the burnt, sunburnt look to it. Color's off, but the model and the engines are off. A bunch of issues with this model, but it is nice to have a 320. Delta L1011. Very old model, but it's nice to have it in the collection. JetBlue E190 2016 release. Great model to have in the collection. And I do want to use these before these are all retired. They'll be retired here probably for the next 5 to 7 years. So it's good to have back in the collection so I can use these before they're gone. Alright, number 9. United Express ERJ 145. This one is ExpressJet, which is kind of important because some of these did end up going to Commute Air, the company that I work for now, but this is the closest thing to a Commute Air release that we're probably ever going to see. A Blue Tulip ExpressJet ERJ 145. And then we have an American Eagle CRJ 900. I have 2 of these in my collection. The third one that I bought, I traded for an America West CRJ 900. Model 31 is an Air Canada Boeing 7878. I've always wanted one, so here it is in the collection. In ice blue. This one does have a bit of a landing gear issue, so I may end up picking up a different release at some point and putting that in my collection. But yeah, this is a cool model to have. The wide body party continues. Here's this Delta 767-300 with winglets. My only 763 winglets I have in my collection. I need to pick up a lot more of these because they are very common in Atlanta. And so I need to pick up like 3 more. So I'll be picking up the new release along with that new 717 as well as some older releases because they made like 6 or 7 of these. So I got plenty to choose from. US Airways Airbus 330-200. Gemini Jets release. Happy to have this one. I have the NG one of this too, and I like this quite a bit. I like US Airways. This is part of my US Airways collection. It's a fairly decent sized, and I do need to do a Solid Douglas model video at some point. This is the one I picked up for only $43 last year in Texas, which is a good price. That used to be the MSRP for these, and now that's like a discounted rate. Lufthansa Airbus 330-300. This box, of course, is destroyed, but the model is in decent condition. I got a decent price on it because of how bad condition the box is. The model also had to be cleaned as well because it had some finger residue on it, but I am happy to have this. I've always wanted this release of the Lufthansa A330. Maybe at some point I'll get a better version of it, but I'm happy to have this model nonetheless. I've seen a ton of these in the old livery, and I have the new livery one from NG, so I'm happy to have this one too. Another wide body, United 767-300. Good to have this one in the collection as well. They've made newer releases of this since this one was made back in 2014. This was a September release, but it's a good model in the collection. American Airlines Airbus 321. This is the 2018 release. Of course, ex-US Airways one. This one had a lot of problems. Mine didn't, fortunately, but yeah, American 321. And then we got the American Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 8, fairly common aircraft in their fleet, and happy to have this in the collection. FedEx DC-10, 2001 release, really cool model, quite a difficult model to get, but these are cool. I've seen them in person. These are all basically retired now, but it was such a cool aircraft when they were still flying, and so part of the aviation I like, and so I keep it. Model 39 is a JetBlue 320, Blueberry's tail. Really cool model. And the companion model, model number 40, the JetBlue 320 barcode. Both 2015 releases, great models. Happy to have both JetBlue 320s and to have them as part of my collection, and they'll be back in stores. I'm really excited to do the Boston Model Airport video. I've wanted to do that for a while. Did one last year, and now I've got a lot more JetBlues in my collection, quite a few, and so I can do a actually realistic looking Boston Logan now. Next up, we're going to have some Delta MD-80s. Here's a Delta MD-90. This one had a wing break off, as you can see. So this is one of my permanently damaged models, and you can see I tried to re-glue it with the wingtip there, but it got permanently glued to the these blocks here. So, you know, that's that. But that's one of my permanently broken models in my collection. And then we have a pair of MD-88s. So both the 2014 release. We have this one. And then we have this one. Two MD-88s, both 2014 release. And happy to have those in my collection. Of course, I love the Delta MD-80, so there's going to be a few in the collection. And at some point, I'll do a Retro Atlanta update too. Now that I can do retro videos again, I have a decent collection. Expect those to be coming up soon. Canada 3000, Airbus 320. Panda Models, JetBlue A321neo. Here's that model. Oh, actually, correction, this is an NG release, but still. The Panda one, I did consider buying the Panda, I did not buy it, but here's the NG version. Alright, we got some Aero Classics models next. Air Canada 320. This was in the hybrid livery between the ice blue and the previous livery. So this one has old fuselage with the ice blue tail. Virgin Atlantic, oh, not Atlantic, Virgin America 320. This one is in the Here Come the Angels liveries, which for like a Victoria's Secret special. Cool to have a Virgin America 320, which was a model I was looking for. I didn't want the special, but it was what was available at the time. Here are Continental Boeing 737-700 with winglets. I also have a United one from Aero Classics, which you'll see, I think later in the video. It's down in here somewhere. Alright, 4950. These are two Frontier 320 Neos. I have three Aero Classics 320 Neos, and they made quite a few, so I might pick up more in the future. But we have two. We have this one here. I believe this is the Hummingbird livery. It's hard to tell through the window there. I believe that's the Hummingbird. And this one is the Colored Lizard. I've seen both of these in Omaha, parked at Alpha 1. But yeah, the Hummingbird and the Colored Lizard, cool to see both aircraft. And yeah, that's models 4950. NG models, Alaska Boeing 737-900 One World livery. I also have the standard, which you'll see later in the video. Ryanair Boeing 737-800 by JC Wings. I have two of these. This is one of two. Southwest Boeing 737-700 Lone Star 1. This is the Panda Models version. Really nice model. Panda Models Boeing 737-700. This is in the Desert Gold livery. The actual Desert Gold, not a retro. This is how they would have looked when they were flying in the skies in the late 90s through the 2000s. Another airport I want to do a one-off model airport video of is Fort Lauderdale. And here you can see my Spirit Airbus 320 by Panda. I really need to pick up a second one of these. Thank you. I think it was Aviation TUS that sent this model to me for free. So thank you so much, sir, for the free model. It's a great model. I used it back in the videos all the time when I got this, and it'll be back in my videos once again, as these are quite common aircraft. More Panda models. Here we have a DHL Boeing 737-400. I have two of these. This is one of two that I have. This is the 400F. These fly into Omaha Eppley Airfield, so whenever I do another model airport video for that, you'll see it there again. And then we have the WestJet Boeing 737-600. I always wanted one of these because I saw these back at Chicago back in the day, so happy to have that model. Model 8 is another Panda Models. It is the Southwest Boeing 737-700 in the Arizona 1 livery. So again, I have most of these State 1 liveries on the 737s, but now I'm going to have to start collecting the 800s because they're all on those now. Gemini Jets US Airways CRJ200, cool model there. Model 60, United Airlines CRJ200, United Express, I should say. United Express CRJ200, really cool model. Glad to have this in the collection. I hope you like 737s because there's a lot more coming, starting with this WestJet 737-800 with the standard blended winglet. You might be wondering, hey Citrus, where's the thick boys? They're coming. There's about 30 in there that you'll get to see later in the video, but we're doing the narrow bodies and regionals for now. Delta Boeing 737-800 NG models, one of 5 that I have. United Boeing 737-800 Evo Blue, this is the second release. Delta 737-800 SkyTeam livery, great model. Alaska Boeing 737-900 standard livery. Another great model by NG. A ton of NG 737s, you might notice. They are the best 737s, and so I have quite a few of them. Another NG models, Delta 737-800. Ryanair Boeing 737-800 number 2. All right, here we have 3 Delta 737-900 by NG models. Quite a common aircraft in Atlanta, so I did pick up several of these. This brings us on to models 68, 69, and 70. Model 71, Southwest Boeing 737-700. United Airbus 320, Battleship Gray, Aero Classics. And we have the final Frontier 320 Neo by Aero Classics. This one's the Hummingbird. I'm not sure what the other one was. It was like a wood. No, this is a woodpecker. This is the woodpecker one here. Cool model. And 318. JC Wings Air Baltic A220-300. This is in the Estonian Independence livery. Cool model. We have a couple engine models, 200 scale CRJ200. Here's the Jazz Air one. And here is the United Blue Tulip one. We have several Delta CRJs. Delta CRJ 200 is the 2016 release. Yes. Delta CRJ 700. Cool model in the colors Mosin with a special livery. Number 79, Delta CRJ 900. This is the 2021 version, but this is the 700. And this is, 2021 700. Model 80, Delta CRJ 900 Carmel 30-year special. At one point, this was a $300+ model. Prices have finally come down on these. These are $100 models now, but at one point, the values on these were insane before Gemini made the more recent release. Alright, you wanted to see some wide bodies. So here we go. Delta Airbus 350. This one is the 2018 release. And so yeah, one of 4 Delta 350s you'll see in this video. The second one is right here. This is the Spirit of Delta special livery, and this one is also the flaps down version, so the special of the special. Speaking of which, here is the NG models, Delta A350-900, and the Aviation 400 Delta A350-900. Delta A330-300 by NG models, one of 2. I think the other one I already have here, but this is the second one. Alright, we move on to some NG models, Airbus A350s. Here we have the Lufthansa thank you livery, celebrating the return of air travel. I do still want to get the standard livery Lufthansa A350, but here we have the Together Again special livery. I am on the hunt for a standard one though. Qatar A350-900 by NG, and Scandinavian Air Service A350-900 also by NG. Very cool model. Models 89 and 90 are 2 Gulfstreams. This is the Nike Air Gulfstream, the white and black one, and this is the Nike Air Gulfstream in their like quieter, more private jet livery. So I have the other 2. I have the orange and the blue one as well, but they are not in this box. I assume they're back at my parents' house or something. But yeah, these are these 2 Gulfstreams. All right, Delta Boeing 777-200LR. Very neat model right there. American Airlines Boeing 777-200ER. This one is the One World release, the May 2016. I also have the standard livery one. I was just looking for a standard livery version of that model, and I don't have it here at the house, so I think it's still at my parents' house, but I do have both standard and One World. Here is the Phoenix Thai 777-300ER. I do like 777-300ERs, and you're about to see a run of these. This is not the last one you're going to see. Air France Boeing 777-300ER. New livery, Phoenix models. Very nice model. Air France Boeing 777-200ER. Phoenix models, new livery, great model. Kalitta Air, operating for DHL, Boeing 777-200LRF. Phoenix models, another very nice model. They make great 777s. Aviation 400, China Southern, Boeing 777-300ER. Really awesome model. Their mold is great. Another Aviation 400, Boeing 777-300ER, but this one is the Air China version. The box art shows it as being like off color, but it isn't. It's actually just kind of like bluish, just the box art is incorrect, the purple line. Gemini Jets, Atlas Air, Boeing 747-400 Interactive Series, really cool model. This one is model 99. Alright, model 100 in this unboxing. I want to save for something special. Here it is. Lufthansa Boeing 747-400. This is the 2013 release. This is one of my first 2 ever wide bodies in my collection. I got this along with the KLM 777, not KLM 777, but KLM MD-11PH KCB. Both great prices. These are both now quite expensive and rare models. Model 101, Lufthansa Airbus 340-600, new livery. I also have an old livery one that's still at my parents' house, and I also have a Lufthansa 747-800 at my parents' house as well, which at some point I'll bring those over. Here it is, JC Wings, Boeing 777-300ER. This is the Korean Air 50 Years of Excellence special. And this is the model in here. Really cool aircraft. I love how they do it in these black box designs, which is cool. And here we have the Gemini Jets version of this model. The standard livery Korean Air 777-300ER also flaps down as well. Air France, Airbus 350-900, another great model. Glad to have this in my collection. And Air France is basically mostly complete. I need to get a 787 for Air France because I've seen those in Dallas, but and they are going to start flying to they're going to start flying the 787s to Raleigh. So I do need to get that, but I have the 350s and 777s, which is everything else I need for Air France. United Airlines Boeing 777-200ER. I would like to get another one of these. This is the 2016 version. They made another one in 2019 of the same registration for who knows why. But they did make another one, and I'm looking forward to NG making these because I will buy their versions. And they are going to be making versions with the blue engine cowlings, and I believe they're going to use the registrations I suggested to them, so I'm very excited for those as well. KLM Boeing 777-200ER, LO Boeing 777-200ER, also a Gemini, great model. We got 3 NG 787s. Here's the BA 787-10. Here is the Hawaiian Air Boeing 787-9. These are finally going to go into service. I don't know how late these were delayed, but this model was made in 2021. And Hawaiian Air has still yet to put this aircraft into service. But it is finally going to happen, so I can finally use this model. Great to see. And then we have the Japan Airlines Boeing 787-8. Really cool. I really like NG's 787s quite a bit. They're really good. And I also have 2 Air Canada 787-9s, which is really awesome. But they make a nice 787. That's model 110. Alright, so here's the last one in the box. We'll pull it out. They're all 200 scale models, these last few. And we'll take a look at them. Alright, Delta A220-100. American Eagle CRJ 700 in 200 scale. Nice model to have. And then we have not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 Delta CRJ 900s from the 2021 release. Great models to have. So that's basically it for this video. Quick unboxing of 116 models. 116 models done quickly, just like Sony used on the collection. I'm not going to do the turntable stuff because that's going to take way too long, but I will unbox these and put these onto their display areas properly, and you guys can see that. But yeah, 116 models unboxed pretty quickly. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and stay tuned for how I built the new cells. I am still going to put lights in them, so that's why the video is not done and ready yet. But yeah, stay tuned for that and a collection video. So thank you all so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and God bless you.